Augusztusban új fejezet kezdődött a box világában.
A new chapter started in the world of boxing in August. A marvelous night which changed everything.
Egy teltházas gála.
A sold-out gala with elite warriors,
Igazi legendákkal.
true legends,
És brutális összecsapások.
and brutal bouts.
De a sikertörténet most folytatódik.
But the success story is about to go on. Bence Istenes is writing history and enters the world of professional boxing, and after 11 years the world champion returns. Zsolt Erdei Madár is back. The elite fighters are lined up.
Induljon a Hell Boxing Kings.
Let Hell Boxing Kings start.
A Hell Boxing Kings.
This is Hell Boxing Kings live from Budapest, from László Papp Sports Arena. The host of the evening is Zoltán Szújó. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome. One of the most important European boxing events of the year has begun. Hell Boxing Kings is on at a venue which bears the name of an iconic three-time Olympic boxing legend, László Papp. An incredible evening awaits us. This is Hell Boxing Kings. Good evening, everybody. It is promising to be sports history tonight. Thank you to the Hell Boxing Kings dance troupe for the extraordinary opening performance, as well as to Sterbinski and Minia, who will be here with us all night and will be responsible for the great atmosphere. Those who have been following Hell Boxing Kings since last year know very well that it's a lot more than boxing, a lot more than just a sports event. This is a true treat, a true Las Vegas show. And thanks to the man behind the idea, Tamás Mádi, managing director of Hell Energy Promotion, his team put together an amazing evening with his team. Thank you in the name of all the sports fans. And let's see tonight's menu. What awaits us? 9 bouts. And please let me highlight just some of them. After the first 4 professional bouts, we'll have celebrities. We will only have one celebrity. Szabolcs Szerencsés Supers will make his debut against the rapper GI. So he will be the opponent. And MMA champion Gábor Boráros will also enter the ring to fight the protege of Tayfur Kunkli, Attila Konc, who already conquered the world of K1. Tayfur Kunkli lost against Gábor Boráros in Hell Boxing Kings last year, and for the second time Balázs Benji Bacskai can also prove his worth against Gabriel Podashka of Romania, and after that he can also get the Hell Boxing Kings champions belt. And after that comes the showman, the host, Bence Istenes, and his first professional fight. So this is not the celebrity league. Bence already dominated that one. He already had a unification bout against Viktor Varga. This time time, however, he will face a professional fighter here in László Papp Sports Arena. And what shocked the world of sport in the most positive meaning of the word, I believe we all stood still when we heard that after 11 years of pause, the former Olympic bronze medalist, amateur and professional world champion, Zsolt Madár Erdei will return to the ring. Generations grew up, be it as a kid, be it as an adult. They sang, they chanted, Szállj el kis madár, fly away birdie, when he came on. And we all remember his walk-on music and when he collected his victories. And his opponent is an MMA champion, a very well-prepared, a modest person, Attila Vég of Slovakia. And his childhood dream comes true by being able to face Zsolt Erdei. It would be nice if he was the evil, the bad guy, but he's not. He's a very humble person, and he feels very privileged to be able to fight Zsolt Erdei. And apart from that, the rapper and amazing box legend, holder of 4 weight class championship titles, Roy Jones Jr. is also here with us, who also has a rap production for us. And we also have Belano, winner of the X Factor talent show, also with us. Only one request from the public of László Papp. We can already see what an amazing public you are. But before the main event, when we hear the song, when Zsolt Erdei comes on, let's sing it together. I believe we are ahead of an emotional time, and if everyone's ready, let's get it started. The institution of warm-up matches is that they, like a box gala starts, everybody buys their popcorn and their Coke in the meantime. Here, however, at Hell Boxing Kings, it's not the case. We'll get into the midst of it. We'll raise the bar. Because Tayfur Aliyev of Azerbaijan, one of the biggest boxing promises, a true member of a boxing dynasty, comes on against Bogdan Draskovic of Serbia, one of the most colorful characters of the lightweight weight class. So one who, an Azerbaijani elite boxer who also made it to Olympics, and a young Serbian talent facing each other. And let's see how they spend their last moments before coming on. Bogdan, whose hobby is software development, and hopefully he finds the winning code tonight in the ring. And I'm sure he's very well prepared and focused, concentrated in the head also. As for his opponent, he was very diplomatic and shy, and he said about his opponent, surely a very good fighter, it will not be an easy fight, according to Bogdan Draskovic.
Ćao, ja sam Bogdan Drašković.
Hi, I'm Bogdan Draskovic. I come from Zrenjanin, from the Metal Commerce International Zrenjanin Boxing Club. I am a student, 23 years of age, and I expect an excellent bout. I'm very excited, but now I can finally show the people how I box, and I'm glad to take on the challenge. If I had to characterize myself as a boxer, I would say persistent, aggressive, and tough. I would like to get the chance of fighting for a belt later on, but I want to win this bout, whatever it takes. And as for his opponent, Tayfur Aliyev, 108 amateur bouts, silver medalist as an under-22 European Championship, and also a Tokyo Olympic participant. And here he comes to Hell Boxing Kings. He can change the pace, the rhythm of a bout instantly, even within a round, and he's very skilled technically and can take the upper hand, and even in the most unexpected of moments. So Tayfur Aliyev of Azerbaijan.
Yani ben istediğim her şeyi elde ederim.
I achieved everything I wanted to. I wanted that belt so much, and I do not want to give up on that. If anybody wants to take it away from me, I believe that man is not born yet. I've been boxing since the age of 15. Boxing is my main focus. Sometimes it is really hard work. I can need to prove to myself, even if my opponent is weak. And I try to prepare the best possible against anybody. I always train to surprise my opponent by delivering punches they do not expect. They do not see coming. In August, 3 excellent commentators already made their debut. They already worked separately in different broadcasts, but the 3 of them together was a true treat to each and every sport and boxing fan. So here is the trio: Robert Bertók, professional technical director of Hell Boxing Kings, and also the president of the Hungarian Boxing Association, Olympic and world champion István Kovács, and world champion Mihály Kótai. The 3 of them will comment on the bouts, which will probably provide a lot of excitement. Robbie, there was a lot of professional preparation before starting Hell Boxing Kings as well as this gala. What can we expect for tonight? We can expect an incredible show, great fight, and a huge atmosphere. I believe that's the summary. Madár Zsolt Erdei is back. When I read the news, I had to read again. At the age of 51, after 10 years of pause, what did you see at yesterday's weigh-in? He's very well there. He's in great shape. He had some months to get into shape, and I can see the same flame, the same fire in his eyes as back then. I was there in his 2014 bout, which was then in Kecskemét, and I believe he's in great shape. He will not have an easy task. In 1987, you were here, world champions together, both of you, Koko, both you and Madár. It's great to see you. What do you expect? Thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to be here. I'm also excited as for Madár, and I do keep my fingers crossed because he hasn't fought since 2014. That's a lot of time, and I know, we all know that great comebacks are not necessarily the best, but Madár was always a special person, and now he will show us how special he really is. In 2013, Starbox started, which brought a lot of popularity to Hungarian boxing. Would you have thought that Bence Istenes takes it so far on this journey that he started in 2013? This is actually not so much due to Starbox, but a lot more to Hell, because that's when his career got complete, and I believe we need to say thanks to him, because he's the celebrity who best could show that if somebody invests a lot of energy, even if he doesn't start this sport in childhood, he can achieve a certain level. We'll see what this is good for among professionals. Mihály, we know what it is. You know what it is like to fight amateurs and professionals, and you know what it is like to be a commentator. You were great, a lot of humor in the August show. I thought of coming up with some jokes, but we will have a special night, especially because my special friend Zsolt Erdei will also be fighting. But I do have some jokes up my sleeve. Which fight do you expect most? Zsolt Erdei's return, but what do we need to know about the other fights? So Tayfur Aliyev is there in the very first bout, who is a hurricane, a storm, a tornado in the ring. Of course, these are excellent fights, will be excellent fights, but I love Kruzito Kovács a lot. He's a very successful, and he defeated a Cuban at the World Championship. I'd love to see him box Benji Boschkai, one of my most favorite boxers back then, and still is. I also await him. I believe we will have great fights, and hopefully everybody will forgive me for my silly jokes. Mihály Kótai, Robert Bertók, and István Kovács, tonight's commentator trio. Take your positions and put on your seatbelt. Ladies and gentlemen, if everyone's ready, if everyone's prepared, let's get started, because here it comes, the first bout, and we have someone without whose voice, whose presence, it is inconceivable to have Hell Boxing Kings. This is none other but the official ring speaker of Hell Boxing Kings, directly from Melbourne, but with Hungarian blood in his veins, Péter Linka.
Hölgyeim és uraim, jó estét kívánok! Szeretettel üdvözlöm Önöket a Hell Boxing Kings budapesti gáláján. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Hell Boxing Kings, coming to you live from the sold-out Pap László Sports Arena here in the beautiful city of Budapest, Hungary. Kérem, fogadják szeretettel a kék sarokba érkező bátor szívű szerb harcost. Making his way to the blue corner, a brave heart warrior from Serbia. Please welcome Bogdan Draskovic. A piros sarokba érkezik az ellenfele, a 2024-es Hell Boxing Kings könnyű súlya bajnoka Azerbaijanból. And his opponent making his way to the red corner, the 2024 Hell Boxing Kings lightweight champion from Azerbaijan, Tayfur Aliyev. Hölgyeim és uraim, ez a Hell Boxing Kings profi box mérkőzése könnyű súly kategóriában. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Hell Boxing Kings pro boxing bout in the lightweight division. Első versenyzőnk a kék sarokban, a 23 éves, 174 cm magas, a mérlegelésen 61,3 kg súlyú szerb versenyző. Fighting out of the blue corner at 23 years of age, he stands 174 centimeters tall and weighed in at 61.3 kilograms. Fighting out of Zrenjanin, Serbia, he is Bogdan Draskovic! És az ellenfele a piros sarokban, a 28 éves, 171 cm magas, a mérlegelésen 61,45 kg súlyú azeri versenyző. And his opponent Fighting out of the red corner, at 28 years of age, he stands 171 centimeters tall and weighed in at 61.45 kilograms. He is the 2024 Hell Boxing Kings lightweight champion. Fighting out of Nakhchivan, Azerbaijan, Tayfur Aliyev. És a mérkőzés vezetőbírója, and your referee in charge at the bell, Sven Grefe.
Gentlemen, you know the rules, okay? Protect yourself all the time and follow my commands. Okay, touch close. Good. Box!
Eddig, de azért profilkővágásban is van most már tapasztalata bőven, hiszen 31 mérkőzés van mögötte.
És bár Aliyevnek nincs ennyi profi mérkőzés, ezért neki egy olyan elképesztő amatőr múlt áll mögötte, olyan fantasztikus győzelmekkel, olimpiai részvétellel, de meg amit itt bemutatott Miskolcon, mind az amatőrök, mind pedig a profik mezőnyében, az már azt mutatja, hogy ő egy egészen
So this already shows that he became an excellent professional within 1 year, within last year, and I believe he proved his worth with the magnitude and the speed of his punches. He's tough and fast, and Tayfur is classically the fighter who knows almost everything about fighting. We saw him fight, we saw him fence, we saw him move away, especially last year during that series. He showed his repertoire and he connected very well here, and if it seems that he wants to make it a short fight, it would be a nice scalp, because I believe only one fight of his opponent didn't go the distance. Yes, the Serbian didn't have a winning series. It was in February that he last won. Since then he lost 5 or 6 fights, but he can take a slap if there's anything that we can highlight as something positive for a boxer, although this is not the secret to longevity. It is typical of kickboxers, and that pain tolerance, their pain threshold is high. Pisti Saka also tried with hands and feet, and of course these are 2 different sports. But still the results were pretty nice. Yeah, little Saka became a World Championship bronze medalist. Yes, he's on an upwards trend, what I can see from him. It seemed to be hitting with a palm. Delivered the same thing twice. Aliyev delivers nice hooks. It is not the classical introductory round. It is planned, it is foreseen to last 4 rounds, but at the very beginning you need to deliver strong punches, because you cannot wait that sooner or later the opponent would be finished.
Szépen ütött kontrába vissza, jobb felütés.
Nice counter punch, nice right uppercut. And he punches tough with each and every one. Yes, very direct. He doesn't deliver combinations, but just one, but that's a big one. Not many superfluous punches. And here comes the series now that we said the opposite. And he connects even. He's in great shape, Tayfur. He heard that the round would be coming to an end, only 10 seconds to go, so that was a smooth round. Of course, here at Hell Boxing Kings, we have the same 10-point system, which means that the winner takes 10 and the loser accordingly less. In world boxing and European boxing, they try to ask referees to give bigger differences, like 10 to 8 and to 7, only if it's really tight. At the under 23 or under 17 European chips, we didn't see too many 10 to 8s either. it would be great for the sport because mathematically it would become even almost impossible to recover two smoothly lost rounds. So in vain would we recover in the third round. So it is. So this 10-9 is great for 12 or 15 rounders. But let's move back to the present. Here is the second round. The favorite Tayfur Aliyev won the first round.
Látszik, hogy nagyon éles Tayfurnak.
It shows that he's very sharp. He's concentrated, looks for the counter punch, looks for the little gaps to land his left hook.
Fegyelmezett nagyon.
Very disciplined, yes, that's what I wanted to highlight too. So his very disciplined, arms up. The Serbian.
Ritmus meg akkor a lendület egyikben.
It is hard to make the Serbian make mistakes because the rhythm is not so incredible. Yes, the Serbian goes into the defense. He plays safe because he knows that if he opens up the gates, then the storm, the typhoon would reach him.
Szép, de szép volt ez a bal egyenes testre.
Nice left jab on the body.
Ez akár oktatófilmbe is illethetne ez a mozdulatot.
Would be great even for an instruction video. Nice left hook again. Changing the rhythm would do this round good. Tayfur has this option to speed it up a bit. Very tough each and every punch he throws. Yes, if he started series or combinations. Last year, when he was fighting Kruzito Kovac, I thought Kruzito would solve it, and it was not an impossible task, but Tayfur only delivers what he needs to win the round. He has the necessary routine, the necessary experience. He was there at Olympic Games, European and World Championships, even won the Bochkai Memorial Tournament. Yes, he has an incredible number of amateur bouts. And the whole family, even his brother is a world championship bronze medalist, Tayfur Aliyev.
Hát igen, érdekes volt pont a tavalyi.
It was great to see. Last year in the final of Hell Boxing Kings, he was in great form in the final, but before that he was quite mediocre and played safe actually. So style makes the fight. Your style depends on your opponent, and that's how much you show. This is typical of Tayfur, so he could probably speed it up if the opponent was different, if his opponent forced him to. But it is an easy solution to him, although his punches are not easy either, but he imposes his will. The Serbian still holds his ground, and Tayfur again landed 2 to 3 punches. I believe his pulse, Tayfur's pulse is still not high. He doesn't even sit down. Well, his coach might sit down whenever he gets tired. But the Serbian did sit down. I believe last time at the European Championship, this was one of the coaches of the Azerbaijani national team. I remember I was sitting just above the Azerbaijani team. I'm sure he's right there at the national team, but because I met him as a coach, and he's surely a great coach because. Because he doesn't wet his boxer, unlike some other coaches last year.
A második menetnél leváltották egymást az edzők, mert a másiknak már folyt a vízom.
So basically the coaches had to switch sides after the second round. So here comes round 3, which again starts with a combination by Tayfur. He might have heard what you just said. Great. Nice work on the body. And again, well connected with this hook. Yes, he connects better and if the Serbian also hits, because he opens up. So genetically, his hand cannot be there at two places at the same time. Well connected again with the right hand. It is somehow incredible that the Serbian is still standing. I believe he had one bout only that didn't go the distance, but yes, he has a tough head, and Tayfur's punches are not that hard, that tough. So last year he didn't knock out everybody either. There were one or two victories that didn't go the distance, but usually it was like technical domination. That was more typical of Tayfur's bouts last year. And my impression is that he does want to go the distance. When was his last bout? It was in August here at Hell Boxing Kings, and he does need a round time. But still, nice blows. Yeah, he wouldn't mind if the Serbian sat down, but no problem if he doesn't. That was a nice one. Maybe by the end, the Serbian drops his hand more often than he might hit him on the chin, because forehead and temple, well, was actually hit several times, but not that much on the chin. Unlike Joshua v. Jake Paul, yeah, but that was already needed. It was nice to see how Jake Paul's chin broke and his denture moved sideways, but yeah, you needed it for the picture. Tayfur sees the gaps really good, and I believe he can already be calm, and he's already playing around, fooling around. And that's how he plays. That's game to him. He doesn't take one step back. In vain does he provoke the Serbian. The Serbian only launches one or two blows, and it's very hard to counterpunch those. Here is again the end of the round. Nice combo again. One more try with the coach, with the stool, but in vain now. He won't sit down. No, he doesn't like the chair. This man, Tayfur, has principles, firm principles. In Tokyo, I believe he won one fight and he lost in round 2. In spite of this, he's so proud that the emblem of the Tokyo Olympics is as a tattoo right there on his car. He's tall, hard, according to his weight class. He seems somewhat tense here in the corner. Maybe he's nervous that he can't finish it off. Yeah, but these are not clean punches, and they are not that dynamic ones. They sound good, but they don't have that drastic clinical power. One of the drawbacks of a long amateur past is that by the time one learns how to punch tough, well, that takes time. And now he tries to go Golovkin style. This Usyk called this punch an Ivan, top to bottom. Now he's affected. He's there. That was on the temple, yes, but he's affected. There was one on the back of the neck. So he realized that if he can't hit him on the chin, then it's better to hit him on the temple. It was a very conscious, again with the right hand on the temple. The Serbian protects his chin, so he prefers hitting the top of the head, which is more problematic and more dangerous to the hand. Golovkin also cracked his hand. Well, with the power that Golovkin used, no wonder. Amir Khan also had fights when he broke both his hands. Although I suppose that they know how to put on a bandage. The mouthpiece fell off, yeah, huge punches. He will surely have a headache tonight. He went to the wrong corner. Yeah, it does happen to everybody. Usually at a title fight, he gets another mouthpiece and will wash off the first one whenever he wants to. But this is not a title fight, not yet. Yeah, but he was affected, he was there. Yes, I believe it was several times that Tayfur got him. He still has 90 seconds to finish it off before time. Easy work for the Azerbaijani. Will he go for a haymaker? No, this was with a palm, but this was a slap. Chases him down as if it was a hunting season. The Serbian has 1 minute to go. This punch was nothing to the Azerbaijani. And it seems that the Serbian will go all the distance. Yeah, there are fighters who have this as an aim, yeah, but this can be the only one. What else could he expect? Previously, he had 6-round bouts in Italy, France, Serbia, wherever. And he's a tough guy, yes, tough head. A nice duck. They cornered him, and it's very hard for the Azerbaijani to speed up. He should change the rhythm once more, and again he should deliver another hook on the temple. With all the punches that he threw, must have tired him too. I believe this will go the distance. Draskovic did connect too. It will be a clear victory. It will be a unanimous decision. This is the end of it. A 2-point victory? Well, we'll see. The scoring judges, well, I'm curious to see if we will have any 40-35 victory. Again, we will have an international composition at Hell Boxing Kings. We have from Switzerland, Italy, Hungary, the Czech Republic, and even Serbia. So the Serbian referee only gave a 1-point victory probably to Tayfur, just joking. So it would have been a draw for the Serbian if it was a knockdown. This was the moment when he hit the top of the head. We should have had a referee from Azerbaijan to... So this Tayfur is basically an athlete of Hell Energy Promotion, yeah, but that was not what it depended on. This bout did not depend on the distribution of the judges, and it was an easy fight for the ring referee Sven too. And Tayfur is not a foul boxer, so he does not sit down in the ring and does not make any fouls. Yeah, and good towel use by his coach too.
Hölgyeim és uraim! A mérkőzés eredménye a pontozó lapok alapján. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this bout. Szerbiából, from Serbia, Radenko Tadic, 40-36, 40-36. Magyarországról, from Hungary, Gabrish Bulcsú, 40-35, 40-35. És Olaszországból, from Italy, Enrico Licini, 40-36, 40-36. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Tayfur Aliyev!
Congratulations to Tayfur Aliyev, and just as Coco and the others said, it was definitely something to be shown in the training film, but obviously the applause is for the Serbian rival, because obviously there are not too many tough fighters in the ring to be found. He definitely stood his ground. So congratulations to Tayfur Aliyev, and we can go on to the second match of tonight if everybody's ready